of mine with love divine. Hope y'all doing all right out there. Fine and dandy. With me, myself, it's been a day of splendor. And now it's nighttime. So now I'm enjoying the night. And I'm enjoying the night with you a little bit. So it has been a very, very beautiful day. Today was a very successful day in the completion of a long streak of dedication for an intention set in mind and a completion at hand. And so I like for you to understand me. I normally don't do any action of such. I leave myself out of it and just bring the truth of the knowledge, of the understanding and wisdom of the divine creator. But everything begins with a beginning. Don't let them fool you and tell you that there's no such thing as without no beginning, without no end. Everything has a beginning. And when you understand the beginning, that's when you are resurrected. Case in point, you can't remember the beginning of your dream, but you can remember when you woke up. So I'm here to show you that it's deep wisdom for us to have here and for us to understand. But we have to be in tune into higher realms of states, to higher states of consciousness. And with consciousness, you have to know and understand consciousness. It's not anything you play with, it's something that's real and become physical. So you have to understand consciousness. So most people rid consciousness because they don't understand consciousness. So hopefully, this helps you to manifest. Or just, if you hear the sounds, just disregard the sounds, because these sounds come from a time that you know not, from a pain that you never understood. And this pain was overcome. And so all can overcome. As we live in the works and the paths of humanity, humans can do some crazy things. So we want to understand what made me do what I'm doing. Oh yeah, so get comfortable, do what you do. As we get to this personal truth. What I used to rid my pain was exactly what my Almighty put here forth And so a lot of people disagree, but I stand strong. And so, but everything has turned into a greater success. Oh yeah, and all these videos, you can share them wherever you want, your platforms, any platform that you have that you see is worth. Share it and spread it. If you got family members you want to help and, bring into enlightenment, no more the spookism, but true reality. So we're talking about that which you could taste, touch, smell, see, and hear, as well as intelligences. And so these things is what we must know to exist, before we begin to be so infatuated with superheroes and movies, as we was programmed as little children to like all type of sorts of characters and all types of sorts of cartoons. These were programmed into us at a very young age. And so the society was everywhere. If you had a TV in your home, society was there. If you had a radio in your home, society was there. So these different forms from later all the way to now, where you got actual phone devices. And so all of it is present. So let's get into it. I'm gonna have to get right, so just bear with it. I'm gonna have to get a hold. Yeah. As soon as I get going, this gonna be gone, and I don't want y'all to just get part of it. I want y'all to get the whole of it. And so understand with your own ears. And I spoke it to you myself, so I know you know. And so this is a sufa I want to hit you with. And this is the sufa that I want you to understand me as. Enter into a covenant only with those who are your equal, to you in virtue and character, and always from good faith and without bias. And so it's that time to understand, to ask those who are equal in character and equal in virtue to come forth. Without you coming forth, we must understand that there is no unity. And so one person has always been the plain sight, or the plain target in plain sight. And so those days have been long gone. And if y'all thinking it's just one person, then you must understand that you don't understand the Creator. The Creator has created all of us to link all of us with the Creator's truth. And that Creator's truth will unite us in character and in virtue. And those of you who are balanced in life, this is for your equality. Because we have to understand time is precious. And what others and yourself put time into is what you become. And so when I give you my personal truth, then you'll understand why I chose to become what I chose to become. And so I had to make choices in life. And so you have to make choices in life just as you've been making choices. So we're talking the real feel, the real feel and the real deal. Yes. Yeah, we're talking about the real deal. So just give me a moment and we're going to proceed with the personal truth that inspired and may become forth online and bring my understanding. So just give me a moment and get my Snoop Dogg time on. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. We're finna get our little Snoop Dogg on right quick. But you already know, just that's lingo talk, so you'll know what we already talking about. But this fun come from the creator. The creator what made this cool. Yeah. I can sit right there as we swing with a groove. We're gonna get that in. You gotta keep your water by. You already know. Gotta keep your clean water. That's the only symbol you need. It's your clean water. So we finna have a good time. I hope you know that. Hey, this just gotta be done in order for the good time. Hey, to be yours. You did. See, if you don't understand the difference between yours and theirs, then we ain't learning. And so we doing something for us, something that's not theirs. And so this equality is much needed. Oh yeah, this would be a good time to do that with y'all right here. Yeah, because, you know, the way things are today, this probably would not even be heard. And then again, it may be heard. So I'm making sure it's truthful, honest, and pure. I appreciate your patience and your humbleness. And I've been patient for a long time myself. So every little moment is precious. And so, what I'm talking about, you have to understand. So you're going to understand. Get this eyes down, get that throat right. Let me get that curing. I'm finna get the henna. Okay, so before I even begin, at the end, I'm gonna begin at the beginning. So let's, take our attention to, a calm place. Let's relax, and I just want you to breathe and enjoy. Well, to start for myself, my actions, I take responsibility for my own actions. And this is why I got to where I'm at, why I'm celebrating today. Because I made a choice decades back to stay dedicated. And today is that day that I would say I was staying dedicated to. From that point at the beginning to this point at the end. So it's beautiful how this story unfolds because it's all about the Creator. So let me get ready to turn the music down so you can hear me. And get the cure. Curing that pain. Pain is nothing to play with. Pain should also make you pay attention. Pain, I understood, is not a bad thing. But it's something that all should be able to sense. It's a sensing power. And so, that's neither there. So, my actions, I take responsibility. And so, to start off right, I was born from two beautiful parents. And if you know me personally, then you know that to be true. If you know me just from online, this is why I'm bringing to you the understanding of me. And so I come from two beautiful parents. A father who stood for truth and a mother who gave all love divine. And so it was a special moment. And so it ends with them two and then it begins with me. And so I was told certain things being a child of a father of truth. And those things carried me through life. And so those things were things of not eating pork. And so one thing that was not going around in the father home was pork eating. So when I came on the scene, I was already told, it was no pork. So that's not even a story for me, as as a day came where I stopped eating pork. I was already out the door at the first foot. I was already told I couldn't, so that was understandable because other meats were still ate. So we ate meats and just filled with love. Love and truth is just my favorite juice. And these things really, younger you don't know. And that's why younger is not even fun, because you just really don't have no awareness of self. But you have, but you're present, And so that's the beautiful part. And so the more you get older, the wiser you get, and that's how it should be. And so let's just speed that up, moving through that principle of no eating pork, and then also no holidays. No special holidays, none of that. None of that holiday stuff. And so with that being said, that was it. And, no things that bring violence and harm to anyone. And, so like police, military, ROTC, things of that nature that was grooming you up to be in that form. So these things was the top 3. And so this was big to grow up under, knowing what the world would become later and not knowing. But this is the power of the Creator. And so the power of the Creator is coming into understanding that and so going into the school system, going to their school systems, the school system's not built by ours. So going to their school systems, I had a name like Shah Reef. So back in the 80s and 90s, that was a long ago name that was not heard of, and people did not understand it, and they always wanted to mispronounce it. So that skin became tough on that understanding, and throughout knowing that in school systems, teachers will purposely do things. And then when it came to those days where schools celebrate the themes, because they dress up or either bring out the themes, hangings of the drawings and pictures and logos and all that, dancing all the way if you was all the way in the country with it. But they get you. You'll be doing little duets down here when you're young, if you don't be understanding. But lo and behold, the Father gave me that wisdom, and that wisdom was that truth, and that truth that I gave you of no celebrate holidays. So growing up, you had to tell all the teachers that you did not do all of that, and they would swear that you were lying. And so they would do all things to coerce you to see, would you do it? They even threatened to call your parents and all that. So me, myself, I had to go through all that, pass all those tests. So the tests of falsehood and truth, it's been a long ride. And so with a name like Shaw Reef, you don't hear that every day, and especially early in the 80s and the 90s. So these things play a part later on in life where this name become familiar through movies, such as Menace to Society and NBA players. And see, and when you get into when you get into the divine wisdom, then you get to understand a little bit more. But that's neither here nor there. But the point is that the school systems did not like that name, so they would intentionally do uh, things to make things seem as they was not intrusive. But of course, as a child, when you telling somebody something, then they are very questioning of what you gave them, then it feels intrusive. And so when you give them the proof or the rebuttal, then whatever happens after that. But long story short, I had some good teachers, and there's some good teachers and there's some teachers that are not good. And so growing up, just facing through all that, uh, so discipline was very easy, but not so easy that you was actually knowing that you was just raising up in discipline. So discipline was a great thing. And so with that great thing, it took, time. And so you begin to play with that and grow into it as your age grow. And best believe, this is working on an internet and things. So however the internet stuff work, you just better be glad internet exists for the cure. And that's what it's supposed to be for. Not to antagonize and make fun of people, but to connect and heal and take the planet and heal the planet by making the planet a better place. And so we ain't gonna go on and on. So speed that up is what I want to get to, is to start let's say doing things. Mind you, I was playing sports, so I was one of those athletes. And so what come with that. And so after all that happens, you find out that athleticism was a part of you, but it wasn't all of you. And so I had to transition from that stage for being known as an athlete to basically what I am now. And this was a whole time span that took what we celebrate this day on 13 years. Everybody mostly graduated high school. And for those who didn't graduate high school, you still graduated high school. If you made it to Earth, if you made it to existence, you graduated. So when we talking about the year, that's '06. And so with them different classes, my class was '06. And so I come from the place where, if you hear about KJ, that happened right after in when you hear about that, I'm from that location. And those are moments that, we'd like to keep dear to our heart. And so I just talk about myself. And so these are times where things was overwhelming and people was not feeling the brightness of equality. And so I, in 2010, had a tragedy that took me to a calamitous state. And it was the Creator shaking me, not in the sense of making that happen, but in the sense of letting me understand what's finna really go down. It's finna really go down. Man. It was painful. Extremely painful. We ain't gonna even get into no details because I don't like making horror movies and little Steven Spielbergers and all. We ain't gonna do all that. So we're just gonna say the Creator shook me that day with a tragedy upon myself, and that tragedy changed my life in the sense of the Creator. And this is very important because this is what begun my 13 years. Because after the tragedy, I had to, it felt like such a long time. So give me 1 second. And doing this, and this is getting to the personal truth now. So in doing that, during that dangerous moment, the Creator revealed Himself. And like anybody that heard the stories, I heard the stories as well. And people, especially today, are speaking even more about near-death experiences or seeing this and seeing that. Well, truthfully speaking, from my personal truth, I didn't see any figure or any image that you thought you would see in the most dangerous moment that you needed something. If something was so powerful to do that, and if anything existed that was powerful, it will come in that moment that you needed it the most, which is the most dangerous moment you ever been in your whole existence. And so that will give you an understanding of what was happening to me. And so that happened. The most powerfulest thing happened in that moment that changed my whole life and the way I would go about my life from that moment forward, because it saved my life. The Creator saved my life. And it was nighttime. And no image, no photo, no dream world, no dreamland, no alter state consciousness, no nothing, no drugs included, nothing to alter anything. This is a straight experience, and this experience is how it was my crucifixion. That's what I'm going to relate to. Our personal truth is our personal crucifixion. When we experienced the personal crucifixion where the Creator became real in your life. And that's the day you sold your soul to the Creator. Because the Creator impacted your life and saved your life to show the magnificence. And this is the beautifulness of what this personal truth is. And so the Creator came, and how the Creator came inside. This is my first time experiencing this. I did not know what to do. The Creator came inside. And when I say inside, he came internally and told me what to do to survive the moment I was in. He gave me instructions. And this was a he gave me instructions. And the instructions that I followed saved my life when no one else was there to save my life, and the person who wanted to understand, who wanted to do lower self-harm. So now we understand that all the stories that people were speaking about was all about you. And from that point, when I was saved, then I was able to save myself from the most dangerous moment. And it actually happened. But I would have been dead instead of alive. This is what, honestly, is why I have posted every video. It's because the people need to understand the truth of their own existence. And they need to know and understand themselves. And so these words, I had to sit long time in places that you would not want to sit on your birthday. So on your birthday, you in a horrible place that you would never want to be in because of that. And Christmas is another horrible day. These just markers so you can understand the time frame and the importance of the moments of the atmospheres. And so these things now was taking place, and now that self was in pain at that time. And so through the Creator saving my life and coming through that moment, I said to myself, that I owe my debt to the Creator. You know how it go when you real and you honorable. When someone save your life, that's it. And so that someone was the Creator. And so the Creator is the first to get my consent from what was given for me. And for me doing that, I said that I was going to be able to understand the Creator. So where the first place you go if you want to say you want to understand God? I was like, well, right, the Bible. So that's how the Bible come into life, because the spirits already happened. But now I needed the words to explain what happened. And I wanted to understand what happened. And so that's when the Bible came about. And so reading the Bible began. So you read that from Genesis to Revelation. That's a long time, so let me stop you with the time. But read the Bible not once, and not twice, not 3 times, but this is how much time I was devoted to understanding. And then those books would take you to many other books trying to understand that book, and then that book would tell you don't go to other books. It's so much you have to just get through when you just trying to understand just faithfully and just truthfully. And so that Bible is something else, I would say. And so I'll say this: the Bible is where I begin, but it's not where I end. And I'll say that. And so when it came to that happened. So everything transpired now. So now we into the word, we getting the word, I'm writing the word, I'm reading the word, I'm doing everything it would take for anybody who is sincere and just devoted that you will see. If you had a friend, you'd be like, man, he's devoted. You'd be like, man, he gonna get what he talking about or doing. And so it was like that type of ambition or eagerness. And so with that, I began to help myself, and I began to see things and help things in my life begin to open up and understand. And so I began to buy people around me Bibles. And so I was buying people Bibles and giving this and giving that, and was just doing all type of things in the essence of what the Creator that I felt in my heart was true. And just as you heard earlier, hey, when that spoken voice is spoken, it's something real. And so now when that thing happens, hey, beautiful things happen. You may call them miracles, but this is the thing where it all goes. So with that, just give me a moment now. Oh man, hey, give me a moment right now. I'm still with you, but just let me catch up on them. Throat get dry. I gotta get to that curing. Oh yeah, so now we out. As I'm getting to the curing, yeah, let me. I also produce music, so all that thing. So the music you hear was all produced by me, and so that was something, another skill that I had before this even took place. And so after this took place, I put music down and got to something way more that I didn't know. I thought music was it for me until, this day came, and man, it took me to the next level where I knew it wasn't music no longer. And it was this understanding I was going after, and it took a long time. But it begins with the Bible, because the Bible say in Genesis 1:26 that the fruits should be meat for man. And when I read that was my first time reading that. And that was my first time hearing that. And nobody in their life not ever said that to me. I mean, no one yet have I heard say that to me. And so now when I hear that give me interest. So now with that, I've go and take on that, and I go on researching this for a year, and I found out through a lot of other texts for this to be true. And then I found someone on YouTube, a brother, and I found a brother on YouTube, and he was not eating meat. And I was like, wow, this actually is real, and someone else know about it now. So that's why I learned that whatever you learn is someone already doing it, and is already somebody in the world know about it. And so you may know them or you may not, but thanks for the internet, you can get to see that you're not the only person that knows. And so when I found someone else knew, and I've been able to see them, man, it was so inspiring. And so I said that this is a law of the Creator. Because I was reading Genesis and reading Exodus, all this coming forth. Now, I read the entire thing before I made my choice. So after I seen that in Genesis, I seen it continuated in Leviticus. And so I was telling people, I was showing people, and this was way before even being known for it. Being hip to or what a Hebrew Israelite is. So that's a whole nother thing. So this all come before that. It's just me reading it by myself and just understanding. And then you do come upon the Hebrew Israelites just because of the internet, though, not because of that's what was going on in my environment. That has not yet made it to the environment, but now it just not made it to my environment. And now that's old news right now. And so people are so outdated and backdated. So we got to understand why. And this is why I'm coming forth with my personal truth. And our personal truth is our personal crucifixion. To why you would never dishonor the Creator and you sold your soul to the Creator. How these music people sell their soul to the devil, we sell our soul to the Creator. And so when we're talking about all this coming in, all this is for the Creator. So all this reading is for the Creator. All this understanding, going from book, going to YouTube, going to this, all this is for the Creator, not for self. It's for the Creator. Self was already in pain, and self got pain. And so self was already knowing that it was self. So everything was for the Creator. And so that comes and different things happen where you meet different things. And when I say different things, I mean you meet different teachings. And these teachings, is a lot of teachings in the Bible. Now, I done the breakdown of the Bible, but just for a quick understanding from when I'm talking about I had to read and study it. I had to read and study it to know what I'm doing and who this is, because it has no author, if y'all didn't notice like I noticed. So it's like, where did this book come from and all this stuff. So that's how you find out the book is made of two categories, New Testament, Old Testament. So you have these different mounts of book, and it's like 39 and 27 books. 27 in the New Testament, 39 in the Old Testament. These numbers are different in different locations and regions. But these are all separate books compiled into one book. So this one book is a library of books. And so in school, when you used to see whole libraries, just picture that in one book, and that's what the Bible is. It's a whole library. This is why people would never finish reading it. I was inspired by the Creator, so this is why I was able to read it. I was inspired by the Creator, so I was able to do anything the Creator wanted me to do. And so it was done. And multiple times, and even other books that are thick and over 1,000 pages, but nonetheless all for the Creator. And so no meat began to take on after completing the Bible. And so no meat began a way of life. Not even advertised, not promoted. I'm the first one in my place, first one in my people, first one in my family, the first one to do this. So when I do this, I'm doing this with understanding that this is possible, and I've done the research on what I need to do, and I've been doing the necessary actions to make sure I stay in complete health. Now, at the end of this time, I'm in complete health now. Right now, I'm in complete health after all this has transpired. I'm in the best health that I ever been in my whole complete life. And it's from the Creator. And this is why I just want to bring this forward. Also, I ain't want it to be long, but it looked like it's going to be at least an hour, but I ain't going to make it 2 hours. So just bear with me because it's very important. So let me hit this. About let it be without a double tap. You have to. This technology is something else. I ain't gonna be really on technology, and that's why I'm doing this video again too. But we'll be getting to everything. But this is a special moment in time. I said all that to say I went through a journey of understanding the Creator, and going through understanding the Creator, and truthfully, I found the Creator. And so I found self and I found the Creator, going through the Creator. And so at this time, I'm gonna think on it because the video by the end, if I don't, I think everything was really complete. You have to get to know me personally to get the full insight, but I just want to give the full scope to the public of just why I come forth and I bring forth what you have not heard. And so all my research comes from research and understanding. So I have proof validated through substantiated and substantial statement by high listed authorities. So everything is already valid and verified, and your common sense are verified. And so it's a lot of things we haven't been told. That's why on that level you gotta get ready to leave that level, and that's what these 13 years have provided, of being disciplined and just naive me. Not saying that you should, but I'm just saying my journey to the Creator and my understanding of the Creator, is about getting higher and higher in consciousness. So when it comes to getting higher and higher in consciousness, that's the overall truth to your existence. Your overall existence is for you to get to the point where you reach your final understanding of self. And so that's what this long journey has led me to, is to the Creator and all his magnificent, praiseworthy names, and to myself, giving me the understanding of the Creator's wisdom through the words of the divine Creator. And so now I've been been having pain. That story was to the physical pain. So what I did not know is going through all the literature was going to cause another type of pain, and that was called mental pain. So mental trauma. And so mental trauma began to happen through just reading alone, and just reading texts that are just violent as the Bible is. And knowing in history, when you get to history and historical accounts, the violence in those things, and the people and the billions of trillions of people who have lost their lives, man, just due to ignorance and due to this whole scandal of, the church God. And so these things have ruined our people's life and robbed them of their self-identity. There's an identity crisis now is the number one crime. So that alerts you that it's a self-identity crisis happening inside to self. And the only way to fix this is to become self-awareness. And that's when you will begin to see what taking on your personal journey would do for you. When you begin to take on what the Creator is telling you to do, to understand the Creator, so you can be able to worship properly. Because this is the main thing for me. You got to worship properly. And you don't worship properly just by, coming online and just giving a sufa or a lecture, So it's like, you have to understand the intent now. And the intent is what it always been, was for me. And that was to understand the Creator. And with that, you'll know the truth of your own existence. And so, to give you back the truth to your own existence, that's what every video is posted as an intention for. So to me, now this is to you. Now, for me, to you, I ask you, if you unclear of anything, that you email KOSendowmunity@gmail.com. Leave your questions. And if you want to get personal, leave your name and number and time. And so these things are open for questions if anything is unclear, or if you feel something has not yet been provided. Because I feel the whole thing is complete online. Without repeating and becoming a preacher, I feel like it's all said and done. The only thing you can do now is do it. I went through long years of a total of 18 years since 06. So I've been going since 06 all the way up to now into just knowledge, period. And so that's what I did. That's how I graduated. Because I had to take a year off after getting to high school. After graduating high school, I had to take a year off for myself. And that's where everything got cooking, with the knowledge of self. And so, everything was a good guidance. And everything happened. It turned out real good. But now we at the point where, I'm going to higher states of consciousness. And so I feel like all of the work that was done in the higher states of consciousness, what I'm talking about, has been delivered. So it's things I have to live out. It's things I have to work. Things and the things I have once I attain to stay attained in. So I want you to understand that I need you, if you are into what I read earlier on Musi 9 of number 9 under this Sufa, that you enter into a covenant only with those who are your equal. And that, I put a lot of work in for myself, and I crunched that as videos into a short amount of time for those who would love to learn and understand what I understand, and not have it no other way but the way for you and the way for yours. And so this is very key to why this is being done. Because it's feel that everything was done for divine law, for natural law, uh, everything on the divine accord. Everything was made public. You know, we had a little fun just here and there with the videos. Just peace and love to all. You know, uh, for the people who I know personally, you already know what it is. And so this online thing is just for the people who don't know me personally. So I've been doing this privately for a while. And so I brought a lot of what was learned in the private and after the private into the public domain for all to learn. And in literature, in literary, that's all I can do is bring out the best of the best and most divine. Anything that I seen wasn't already out. I've been studying for a while, so I I am a scholar in the sense of how long I just been studying. I am a teacher just in the fact that I can teach because I have studied so long. But I just love humility, hindsight, and balance. And so these things, now I don't want to overdo anything by getting too glued to social media or anything of that nature. Now the meeting still will be going on. So if you know about Fridays and Sundays, you know that's where the lives will be on the meeting. So all that'll be good and well, but all the videos in between, really won't be doing because you gotta live on my channel because I'm gonna be having fun at a whole nother level. And so from no eating meat to the next level of what that is. And I'm gonna put because I was thinking about that. Because I left the email. So if there's any questions, anything, just any love, just period, any love, then I'm gonna leave my cash out. Because I understand now that I don't really think you people even listen. But I do appreciate you for listening if you are listening. And if you don't have anything but love to give, just please keep viewing the videos over and over, the different ones. Don't worry about the new ones. All you need is right here. All the videos you need to save yourself will be right here, all right here. Wherever you go, this is where you need to come to understand. But I hope it don't sound too dry because at the same time, this is one of the moments talking about those moments. But at the same time, opening myself at this moment for that moment that I'm going to get ready to close that so I can be open to the Creator. But I'll probably leave my cash out in the description. And so if you love if you got equal to virtue, if you equal in character, if you respect learning, if you respect love, if you respect the love of learning, you know, I would know that you respect it by understanding equality and balance. Because there's a lot of work put forth. And the next level is even more clear than this. And this stuff right here, man, people don't even take serious. So it's not even, we ain't got to put this all on the internet right here for this deep, for this, the creator's wisdom. You know, the secrets of the universe have been revealed. Now, if you know it or not, that's on you. But the secrets of the universe have been revealed. So that's what it's time to get to. It's time to get to, and it's time to live these secrets of the universe. So that ain't no online thing. So I know I don't know who's who online. I have whole online is something new to me. So I deal with real people. I deal with real love. I deal with real real life. That's why I don't even ask for nothing online, because I don't even think online even do any of that. But because I ain't ever received nothing from online, I received it from real people. I know real people. So if online people exist, well, I'll see it, because I'll receive some love from something on these channels. Because I know it had to help, because every single last thing I put out has helped myself. And I had to grow with it or get left behind. And so I understand this internet will slow you up, because you can't keep posting the same thing once it's posted. And you don't know through feedback how awesome is people comprehending or not. And so you can't get lost all into different people states of consciousness. And so it's at the point now where it's at ultra levels. And so we have to get to a place where we all want that same equality and the same character in the person that want that same virtue, and you equally want it as well. So it just be so fun of a ride that we call existence until we make it to the other side. You know what it means and all that. So, I mean, to me, answers like reincarnation, answers like consciousness, answers like life, answers like God, answers like man, answers like what is self, all these to what is, I feel has been answered. Is the devil real? Satan real? All these things just words of fiction? What are these things? I mean, some supernatural to natural. I mean, everything in love. Hopefully nothing you took and perceived as was, everything was all in the tension of love and truth. That's the five divine. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So, for all. So, it's like that's the goal right there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna chill the last little bit just to see if a thought come in that I didn't speak out. So, but I'm gonna get ready to be quiet, let the music play a little bit. And I'm finna finish curing. You can curate with me. And then we transcending. As a matter of fact, that's what we'll do. We'll play some of that. Oh yeah, let me get that. while we healing and curing. So yeah, these the things that healed me, and this is why I'm pain free, because I followed the rules. I read all them books of the Buddha, the books of the Hindu. You know, it's a lot of, original language and all that. Important words I spent my time finding it in the language. But what's the most important language to me is the Creator. And so what the Creator say goes. And so now we have all the final testimony. And so through all the search, if anybody have anything that has not been availed that's older and that's specifically designed with the Creator, with no falsehood in it, because I present to you on my channel 100% truth out of the Al Sufian. And so no other, I hope other channels are providing, but I want to say, as in the ethic, the work ethic I put behind to make sure we have the best of the best, and I always made sure that we equal. And to find that in the Sufyan is what I stand for. And so that's all good for me. That we know we all are equal. And that we all help each other to unlock our best self. So I'm transcending. Are you going along? Coming along with me? I done came. Now, I'm talking about living now, but it's time to go. It's time to go live. Yeah, I'm talking about go live. It's time to live. Yeah, this will be fun. Cool with y'all, let y'all know. Now we done got the serious out of the way. Now we can then kick back. We at KOS kick back. Yeah, because all the funny games, all the bull is not present. So I transcend to my better self. I'm aware that it's something there. I'm sacrificing better self. To my best self. Yeah, I'm aware that it's something there. I'm sacrificing to turn into my best self. Yeah, I'm aware that it's something there. I'm sacrificing to turn into my best self. Yeah, I'm aware that it's something there. I'm sacrificing to turn into my best self. Yeah, this is who am I. I'm transcending. We know it ain't about your name, it's about your character. I'm transcending. Only the Creator name is what's important. So I just want to share some of my character with you and let you know where I stand on this online. But for me, online time would just be partial, maybe just the Friday and Sunday. But other than that, there's real things going on in life. And there's so much higher stage that we could just be getting to, man. Like, we're up here playing, man, in so many higher states, especially y'all. Let me speak on other teachers' behalf right quick, because I don't know who all, but y'all don't know how much work teachers put in. Yeah, I'm talking about that is bringing you ancient understanding, that these people are putting in so much work, have put in so much work that you do not understand, to help not only themselves, but after helping themselves, they are coming to help you. And for you not to help them after you seen nobody coming to help you with your understanding, not giving you a job or nothing like that, but just giving you understanding, and you not willing to do what you need to do to compensate or make sure equality is in equal effect, then we got to reevaluate, how we are as learners and students. As a student of life or student of nature, you have to be balanced. And you must not forget balance. And that's a rule in our community, to never forget the balance. And so everybody's putting in work, no matter what shape or form. If it's online or offline, if it's works, it's works. And works don't get done with not doing work. So any form I'm talking works is from small to great, depends on each other. So I want all of us, as we listening, to have a greater life. As change of yes. Man, I'm telling you, and it's been so good to release that pain. So much come with pain that we don't even know about. And to fully perfect yourself, you have to I'll tell you what to do. You have to rid pain, but you just keep it as a sense. But as a mental trauma, you gotta flush it. You gotta flush it as a commode. It's flush. And once you learn how to do that, that's things that gotta go on in private, because these are sacred. These are sacred things. Not saying it's too sacred for the public, but we're just saying we can't dirty these things up. We can't dirty these things up in the little time that we have. We can't dirty these things up. And so that's what we must know. Hey, we must make change overnight. Hey, that we must make change overnight.
Everybody's talking about what's in their pocket, but no one's talking knowledge. Everybody's talking about what's in their pocket, but no one's talking knowledge. Everybody's talking about what's in their pocket, but no one's talking knowledge. No one's talking knowledge. No one's talking. Everybody's talking about what's in their pocket, but no one's talking knowledge. Everybody's talking about what's in their pocket, but no one's talking knowledge. Everybody's talking about what's in their pocket, but no one's talking knowledge. No one's talking knowledge. No one's talking.
Two cells, one body, one mama, one father. Meal to alchemy, willing waters and feeling fires. Knowledge, knowledge. Knowledge, knowledge. Ballin' like a volley. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. You the universe. Create hell or heaven. The power is a brain. The power's not a bank. The power's immaterial. Your mind, mind, mind is money, money, money. 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 My mind, mind, mind. Yeah, spirit fly, spirit jump, spirit high. Tell the truth, you a lie. Spirit, spirit, can I die? Cross my fingers passing by. The voice from the ethers. The mind is the speaker, and the body is the keeper, and the eye is the seal. Check out my feng shui. The body all self. It came from a thought, yay. The self is a pen, and what you think is the ink. The self is a pen. The universe meal to. Salam, salam, shalom.